And I looked at him and I said, that is genuinely what happened. Hello and welcome back to the Climbing Daily Wednesday news show. As you can see, Terry and Hugo are out on a shoot, so you've just got me, and we've got lots to get through. So let's get started with the news from the IFSC at the weekend in Chamonix. This is a spoiler alert. If you don't know who's won and you don't want to, well, skip this bit. The Chamonix IFSC World Cup is seriously special. It was the turn of the speed and lead climbers to compete under some of the most dramatic mountains in the Alps. In the speed, Kermel Katalin broke his own world record again with 5 seconds dead in qualifying. Unfortunately, he had an early slip in the finals and couldn't convert his speed. The men's bronze was won by Aspar, who beat Vedrik Leonardo. Jin Bao Long won gold, beating Eric Neuer, who got silver. For the women, Desak Madre just pipped Raja Salsabia to the top for bronze, while Yi Juan Deng got her second gold in a row and another close race with Alexandra Kaluchka, who got silver. The lead saw a route that seemed pretty straightforward for the women, and 4 athletes topped out, so the podium finishes were decided on countback. Cheon So flowed up the route, finding interesting foot beater and clipped the chains for bronze. Laura Rogerer took her first lead medal of the year, having to dig deep to finish the climb. Janja Gambra simply found the route too easy, and she cruised her way up it. She had to keep half an eye on the time as well, after multiple tops throughout the comp for the women. Taisai Homer climbed the men's route first, and he made great use of a rest and battled to the top, just dropping the final move. He made it look deceptively easy, but the rest of the field couldn't get close. Sean Bailey fell on a slap to a sloper for bronze, and the returning Adam Ondra won his first lead comp of 2022, getting to the same place as Taisai Homer, but winning due to countback, meaning Taisai got silver. I may be completely biased here because it is my hometown, but honestly, that Chamonix comp is so good. The Place de Mont Blanc fills with thousands of people. The athletes are on form, they all want to win, and it's spectacular. Now, we're going to be talking about the route setting in the talking point section of this show, because I know there's a lot of debate about that. Great to see Adam Ondra returning, and he looks so chilled out. He was just having a good time, and I think in some comps recently I've seen him look a bit stressed. And this is the first time he was that relaxed, and obviously great form and he's winning. And Taisai Homer as well, what a dude from him. And the women, Janja Gambra, I mean, just what do you say? She's just too good at the moment. And again, route setting, are the routes too easy for Janja? Well, we'll chat about that in a minute. Now, last week we had tragic news of the Marmalada Glacier collapsing. We said we'd keep you updated, so here's that update. This is the updated news from the Marmalada Glacier. The mountain, which is in the Italian Dolomites, has been closed for safety reasons. On July the 11th, the announcement was made that 11 mountaineers have been identified as victims. The search for more findings continues. Such an appalling tragedy, 11 confirmed to have been killed now. And the operation goes into phase 2, where they're still researching what happened, trying to find backpacks and missing items of the climbers. And we will, of course, keep you updated as things progress, but our hearts and minds go out to the friends and families of the victims. Okay, I've now got some Seb Bouin and kind of Adam Ondra news. As reported by Planet Mountain, Seb Bouin has repeated Adam Ondra's route Iron Curtain. Adam climbed it in 2013 without knee pads and called it 9B, while Seb, who used knee pads, thinks it's more like 9A+. Seb originally belayed Adam on his ascent, and he thinks that Adam Ondra's method of doing the crux without those pads is more demanding on the shoulders. It took Seb 14 tries over 5 climbing days to get the route done. So, well done to Seb Bouin, and of course an interesting knee pad debate to be had. Adam Ondra, well, he didn't use knee pads on his solution, and Seb Bouin did use knee pads. Adam Ondra's method looks super hard, not using those knee pads. And something that I think is relevant here is what Chris Sharma said in a recent interview, which is that It didn't really matter what your opinion was, you had to, especially the first ascensionist, say what method you used. And that seems to be what's happened here. Seb reckons that 9A Plus is better with the knee bar protection in. If you've climbed it, do let me know. Which one is easier? I don't know, because I can't climb 9B.
Why so weak?
Okay, 9A roundup. A short one this week. Matthias Zorko has climbed Unemost, a 9A in Ter, as reported by 8A.nu. He thinks there might be harder projects there. Also from 8A.nu, Anak Verhoeven sent Jungfrau Marathon, a 9A in Grindelwald, Switzerland. She's now done 14 routes in the 8C to 9A or harder range. She climbed this route on the third day of trying. Well done to everyone in that 9A roundup, congratulations. Now we're going to talk about high altitude mountaineering. Yum. As reported by UKC on the 26th of June, the two-man team of Françoise Canzelli and Pietro Pico climbed what is thought to be a new route on the Diama face of Nanga Parbat. It's a 8,126 meter peak in Pakistan. They've called the line Aosta Valley Express, and the 1,400 meter route has difficulties of M6 and 85-degree ice. A few weeks later, they set a new speed record on the mountain, climbing it without extra oxygen in just 20 hours and 20 minutes. So fantastic news there, congratulations to those guys. I can't just understand the mindset that when you complete something awesome like a new route, you then go, let's go do the normal route really quickly. That is beyond me. Congratulations guys, you've got more staying power and stamina than I ever will. Okay, 9B counter. There are no 9Bs because Seb Bouin is just too dang honest. If Seb Bouin had kept quiet, if he'd, just claimed to have not used knee pads or something, then, he would have got a 9B, but he doesn't. So that's it. Right, shop stuff now, and we are deep into the EpicTV shop summer sale, and there are some bargains to be had. Something I noticed when I was scrolling through is the Patagonia men's micro puff hoodie. That is 20% off, so it's now down to €200. And the reason I saw that is I've always wanted one of those jackets, like always. We are sponsored by Arc'teryx. I love Arc'teryx, but that micro puff is a special bit of kit, and there is a space for it in my cupboard. So if I was trying to find a bargain on the sale, that's where I would go. Make sure you guys check it out, because once stuff is gone from that sale, that's it. We don't restock it. So find a bargain, make your decision, click, do it, because it's gone. Okay, let's talk about, content or discussion? Let's do discussion point, okay? Because I wanted to talk a little bit about route setting during the IFSC comp. There was a lot of complaints throughout the competition, but especially about the women's final. 4 athletes topping, and it looked easy. Janja said it was easy, but then Janja does find these things easy. And look, I do agree with you on this one. I do think that it was a bit soft. But the reason I wanted to discuss it is a bit about sort of internet trolling. Because there is so much abuse that goes on online from a lot of people. And I mean this from not just angry stuff, but people commenting on things. And everyone has a right to do that, okay? For sure. You have a right to express it, especially if a route hasn't lived up to your expectations or you think it's ruined the competition. But do have half a mind for the route setters, because those guys, they work so incredibly hard. They're there till 2, 3 in the morning. They have to design the routes, they have to put all the routes up, they have to strip them. And especially in something like a bouldering comp, when you have bouldering semi-finals and finals, those guys never leave. And also, think about how difficult it is to set those routes. I mean, let's take this weekend for an example, right? Adam Ondra turns up. No one has seen him climb. No one knows what form he's in. He cruises it. How do you build a route where you're Adam might get to the finals, but he might not because no one knows what form he's in. If he gets there, is he going to be amazing? Is he not going to be amazing? It's difficult. And the same for the women. I mean, when you have someone like Janja, who is just dominating at the moment, she seems to be a step above everyone. And yet you can't take away a climbing opportunity for the other climbers. So you have to find this middle ground. And sometimes they get it right, and sometimes they get it wrong. Or sometimes it doesn't quite work, or an athlete breaks the beta, or an athlete finds completely new beta. It's a constant cat and mouse game. So, feel free to say what you want. It's part of the fun as well. Let us know, let the IFSC know, let everyone know, chat about it online, whatever. But maybe just step back from the super aggressive stuff, because everyone I know who's working at one of those events cares so much about what they do. So I just wanted to protect the route setters a little bit. That's my opinion. Do let me know what you think down below. Yeah, commenting is good.
Leave a comment down below.
Okay, let's do content. And I wanted to chat about something that we put out last week, which is a film that I went and shot with Hamish MacArthur. Now, Hamish MacArthur is an Arc'teryx athlete. He's a super, super cool guy. And he's just actually competed in the IFSC this weekend. But we went bouldering. Check out the teaser.
So about 2 weeks, I think it was, after getting back from Russia for the Youth World Championships, I flew back to Russia for the Senior World Championships. I was so much more confident. I knew that I was on form. I was on the form of my life. The first qualification went well. The second qualification went well. Through to the semi-finals. Went incredibly well. I topped the semi-final route into the finals in first place. I've never made a World Cup final. I've barely done any World Cups, and here I am, just topped the semi-final route. Behind the wall, I could hear that Jakov and Luca had topped. So I knew that to win the competition, all I had to do is top the route. That was it. If I fell off the last move, I haven't won. So I'm there just before the end in a rest. I traverse out on these tiny holes and box out my mind. I'm just in this position to go to the last hole, and I see this foothold which I need to get. Feels like it's like by my chin. I'm like, there's no way I'm doing that. I set up to jump, but something just slips as I jump, and I come up literally half a centimetre short of the top jug, which means I would have been world champion.
So that video is on Climbing Daily. Make sure you guys subscribe so you don't miss any of the action. And in fact, I have literally today just got down from very high up on the midi, and I've been filming something else with Hamish and Jim Pope. That's coming soon. I'm not going to give anything away, but it was ridiculously good. It was really cool. Like, really cool.
Ooh, so mysterious.
Okay, that's it. Comment of the week. And we have no song. And I'm all by myself, so I can just go completely and utterly nuts. Comment! It's the comments of the week. Usually Terry would stop me from doing that, and Hugo would just shake his head in a disapproving way, but I'm alone, I can do what I want. Okay, comment of the week. I haven't found it. Do one of those 5-minute layup screens.
5 minutes later.
I had to pick it, considering what I just did. NGP 2011 says, first time the comment of the week jingle sounded kind of pleasant. Let's go jazz, Matt.
Jazz. Nice.
I feel I've let you down, NGP. I'm sorry. I did a worse comment of the week song this week, but I'm not ashamed. I'm not really sorry either. But, you know, you can tell me how rubbish it truly was. Right, that is it for this week. Hugo or Teresa or me, or the configuration of the three, will be back next week. Thank you for watching the show, and I'll see you soon.